Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're definitely going to have an intermission now. This is the same intermission we almost had before. Ah, ja, bracht so meine Jahr. Thank God I didn't hear from anybody. I didn't have any complaints for the last 3 minutes. I thought something was going to explode here the next minute, but thank God it's under control now. Whoever it is that's doing the bombing here, thank God, he must be bombing someplace else now. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you a chance to go into the lobbies and discuss the show. Jews have to discuss the show. That's more important than the whole show, is to express their opinion. Gentiles will go out for a drink, and Jews will say, let's grab a little something and discuss. And they'll start getting together. What do you think of this man? Not for me. You think you'll go back in? Why not? It's a place to sit. Where are you going to go? Jews have to go out to discuss. They have to discuss. You know what they mean? The Gentiles will be discussing the show, not the Jews. Every Jew will be asking the same question. How much do you think he gets for a show like that? He must be making a fortune. What's his overhead? There's no overhead. Puts on a jacket and makes a living, son of a bitch. And he doesn't even take in a partner. He works alone. It takes a schmuck like you to take in a partner. You don't need a partner. Take a look. You stand there and you make money, son of a bitch. Then every Jew will become my accountant. How many seats would you say there are? Then they all say the same thing. Let's take a low figure. We'll take a low figure. That's also not going to be the main question. You know what the main question is going to be? How old do you think he is? Jews have to know exactly how old you are, because if nobody wants to get old, especially if you're Jewish. Gentiles admit it. When they get old, when a Jew gets old, he starts looking like a dancer. Oh, hello, darling. He could have one hair, they move it over this way and this way. Nice to see you, sweetheart. This is where every Jew becomes sexy. I don't want to sound like I'm making fun of Jews. I shouldn't make fun of Gentiles. I don't want to sound like I'm categorizing people, because that's not my nature. I don't like generalities. Everybody tells you people are all the same. It's stupid to generalize about people. You know who says it? Idiots. Because people do behave differently. Do Jews and Gentiles behave the same way? Do Japanese people and Jewish people behave the same way? You ever see a Japanese woman with a headache? You never saw that. You ever see a Jewish woman without a headache? You never saw that either. Every Jewish woman has a headache. It's either coming or going. It started on this side, it moved over. I feel it right here. I used to feel it up here, but now it moved over here. Every Jewish woman has a headache, and every Jewish man is sick. If he's not very sick, he's slightly sick, he's a little sick. Did you ever see a completely healthy Jew in your life? You never saw it. Every Jew has something pulling, schlepping, clapping, hacking right here. But you could be 12 years old, there's something pulling right here. Am I making this up? If I'm making this up, could you tell me why every time you talk to a Jew, he's going to a doctor. He's coming from a doctor, he's looking for a doctor. Every Gentile is going for a beer, and every Jew is going to a doctor. Ask him, why are you going to a doctor? Are you sick? Not right now, but I'm not going to wait till the last minute. How come no Gentile is ever sick? It's against their image of the masculinity to ever admit that they're sick, to have a masculinity idea of themselves. Admitting that you're sick is not masculine to them. That's why they can never admit they're sick. If a Gentile crashes into a wall, he's bleeding to death. How do you feel? Great. A Jew comes out of a limousine, I'm tired. That's why I say we shouldn't generalize about people. See, let's be honest about it. Jews are much more obsessed with their looks and their health than Gentiles are by nature. It's a simple fact that Jews are much more obsessed with it. Let's be honest about it. You ever see a Gentile going to a doctor? They never go to a doctor unless, God forbid, they're very desperately sick. They go to a doctor and they memorize every word he said because it's holy to them. When a Jew goes to a doctor, they all come back saying the same thing. The man is full of shit. Who's going to listen to him? He's not even the head of the hospital. Who's going to listen? That's why we should stop categorizing people. This is going to be an intermission now. I notice you people got no place to go anyway. You're afraid to go into the street. It's very hot. It's air-conditioned here. This is probably the only air-conditioned building in the country. So you're saying to yourself, they all tell me the same thing. We don't need air conditioning. It's never warm here. Schwitz does it. God bless you. Thank you for showing up. And if you have no place to go, I'll see you in a few minutes.